Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is Kerbal Space Program, and those crashes that you just witnessed were a series of mistakes that I made whilst playing in hard mode that ended up killing 4 Kerbals? If not 4 Kerbals. Anyway, I've made the decision to not play in hard mode, and that's for a couple of reasons. The reason number one is obviously I don't want this series to end. I'm having a great time. I'm learning so much from editing videos, and I think you guys are really enjoying watching them, right? I don't want this series to hinge on the fact that I could make a absolutely game-ending mistake and the entire series is over. That's just not something that I want to do. So in order to rectify that, I've gone back to the beginning, I've played it from normal, and I've fast-forwarded. I've done all of the stuff that we did in the hard campaign pretty much to get us to where we are right now. Secondly, is that I have this fantastic group of people who support me on Patreon, and I thought what a fantastic way this would be to express my gratitude towards those people, and they are now going to be the ship classes. So from now on, we're going to have a bunch of ships that are named after Patreon. So if you want to help out, patreon.com/Potato, and you can help out there. The second reason that I really didn't like playing in hard mode is because it made me so anxious. I'm not a guy that gets nervous or anxious normally, but I was just so it was getting to the point where I wasn't having fun. I wasn't enjoying making the videos because I just felt this knot in my stomach of if I fucked up, it's over. And I didn't want this little experience to end. So, without further ado, here is a bunch of stuff that I've had to do in order to get back to where we were. I hope you enjoy it. And with that, we conclude the suborbital section of this video. Obviously, this being a little bit of a weird video, we're going to have a bunch of stuff in. We actually have a bunch of suborbital flights. We have got some, powered flights. I don't know, aircraft, balloons, whatever. We got a whole bunch of them in. And we've also got, a little cheeky orbital flight at the end. Anyway, this is a lovely Patreon called I can't even pronounce it. It's Polish. I know him that much. We chat from time to time. He's a great guy. So, thanks to him for naming this craft. But for the life of me, I cannot fucking say his name. Anyway, this is the brand new balloon class, and in fact, this is what all of the aircraft are going to be named. They're going to be named after him, just like all of the suborbital aircraft are going to be called the Anthony class, because yes, another Patreon. And then we'll see what the orbital class is called later on in the episode. But yes, this is a little balloon that I created. Kind of similar to a design that I was working with in hard mode. I really like this. I really like this whole sort of design, the balloons. They're very, very easy to work with. I'm not very good at working with aircraft. That's something that I think that you saw at the beginning of the episode, but also something that I need to work on in my spare time, perhaps, so I will definitely do that. Interestingly enough, I actually toyed around with the idea of making an aircraft before I made this. As you can see up there, it's the Mark 9. I'd actually tried with like a couple of variants of aircraft, like actual powered aircraft, before I finally reverted back to the balloon. And I must tell you, I fucking love balloons. Balloons are absolutely fantastic. I love them to bits, and they're great. Anyway, this is one of those missions that we need to get to a certain location on Kerbin. It's below however many thousand meters, and it's not much of a distance, but it is a little bit of a distance. Anyway, this is me tweaking the values of buoyancy within the actual balloon, and this is really, really cool, and I wish I had known about this before, because that would have led to me perhaps making this a little bit of a better, more complete balloon. But it still flies, it still works, and it actually goes up to a pretty comfortable speed, actually. This is a remarkably fast and buoyant balloon. For such a simple concept, I'm really, really happy with the way that it turned out. Jet engines are, working away, doing wonders. Anyway, another fantastic thing about playing in normal mode is that we now no longer have to pay to unlock parts. So basically, as soon as we research the part, we get it. And I like this. I like this for a couple of reasons. I'm playing with a shit ton of mods, right? And I am absolutely loving having access to all of the cash that I possibly can, because I want to test all the shit, right? And the fact that we now no longer have to pay to unlock our parts just means that our cash is going to go that little bit further. And I think that that's pretty much normal mode in a nutshell, right? Your cash goes a lot further. It doesn't cost as much to do building upgrades and whatnot. You get to reload the game through quick saves and whatnot, which I don't really want to do, but it's really a necessity if I want to continue this series without, that death grip around my stomach full of nervousness that the series could end at any moment. But on the whole, really, really happy with how this aircraft turned out. And the Tymoteusz, I can't even say the fucking name of the class. But yes, this is the class. This is the aircraft class. And I'm super, super, super happy about it. And this is just the first variant, right? I'm sure I am eventually going to figure out how to make planes work. But for now, I'm just gonna roll with balloons, Also, did you like the little editing thing that I did with the suborbital aircraft with the Anthony class? I thought it was quite nice. It's the first time I've really attempted anything, and if you like it, let me know in the comments, because I need some praise. It's as simple as that. I need to be congratulated for something which took me probably far too long. No, I'm just joking. I'm not that full of myself. I am full of myself, but I'm not that full of myself. Anyway, yes, this is us just getting the 2 crew reports that we actually need. Thankfully, we could actually manage to do it on 1 full tank of fuel. It was pretty easy to do. All we needed to do was fly out to location, fly back, take a crew report, reset the crew report thingamajigger, and we're pretty much golden. Very, very, very nice first flight. Can't really complain about it. Went pretty damn swimmingly, if you ask me. And this is the research tree. This is pretty much where we were in the hard mode campaign, and I feel really, really good that we managed to get back to this location on the research tree pretty damned quickly, actually, all things considered. Once again, we don't have to pay for the individual parts, we just get them, and it works fantastically. I am not complaining at all about the fact that it is going to be a smidgen cheaper to get these parts. Now, this is the brand new class of aircraft, or spacecraft, I suppose. Brand new class of spacecraft that we are manufacturing. This is the Grumpage class. Yes, the fantastic Mr. Grumpage himself, as much as it pains me to name anything after him. You know, he deserved it since he's, you know, a Patreon. You know, that's what you get. It's just one of the perks, right? You know, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, this is the Grumpage class, and this is designed to be not a super powerful rocket. It's probably designed to be just powerful enough in order to get us up to orbital velocity. I currently only have one contract active, and that is, of course, to achieve orbit. Although we have already achieved orbit in hard mode, I obviously have to do it again. So this is pretty much the last milestone that we managed to hit in the hard mode campaign. So this whole episode is kind of like, you know, 3 episodes rolled into one, if you'd like. And basically just allows me to get back up to where we used to be before I had to, you know, put a halt to the series due to my incompetence, but also due to the fact that I didn't want it to end on a whim. But anyway, 4 boosters, radial decouplers, something that we never really got to play around with in the last series. I'm really, really excited about these radial decouplers, actually, because it allows so much more stuff to be built, which is grand. We're still limited to 30 parts, which really, really sucks. But, you know, that's the sad reality of the situation. Also, look at that damned beautiful exploded view. I think that looks dope as fuck. That looks absolutely amazing. I really, really like the look of that. Pretty cool mod that I used to get those nifty little pics. Anyway, let's see what this aircraft is capable of. I mean, it sure as hell is very, very powerful, using the 4 boosters to lift itself off first, and then using a big thumper to get it somewhere remotely near the edge of the atmosphere. And just look at that. Just look at that. Already we're approaching orbit. I'm really, really happy. I really, really, really am very, very happy with how quickly and efficiently I was able to do all of this stuff. You know, hard mode wasn't a complete waste of time. As much as you may think it was, it absolutely was not. It has given me a bunch of skills that I am using in this campaign right now in order to take it to the next level, really. And look, you know, this is the first flight of the Grumpage. There's no trickery here. It's the first flight, and you know, we manage rather successfully. Not like it's a hugely difficult accomplishment, but we manage to get into a nice little orbit, and we tweak it to make sure that we don't end up running out of fuel, because of course that's not exactly what we want to do. And then I do something that's pretty fucking stupid. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, so I can totally bring this spacecraft down on the light side, because obviously if I try and bring it down in the dark side, then you guys can't see what's going on, I can't see what the fuck's going on, and it's just a miserable viewing experience. So of course I try and do that, but then of course I forget that as soon as you hit the atmosphere, you slow down a heck of a lot, and that wouldn't usually be a problem, you know, because that's what atmospheres do. But considering I wanted to land on the light side, it was a real big problem, because I should have put my periaps above the light side. I should have just done that and then waited and then burnt, but I didn't, and as a consequence I end up slowing down in the atmosphere over the dark side of Gael, and end up slowing down not nearly fast enough in order to, I end up slowing down far too much to actually come down on the light side, which is really, really embarrassing considering I'm telling you about it. But I suppose, look, you get to see the lovely view of the heat shield in the dark as it cruises through the atmosphere. It's not really all that it's cracked up to be, isn't it? I mean, it looks kind of nice. We get a shit ton of science from this, by the way. And since we established an orbit, our Kerbal is now completely capable of a little bit more SAS maneuvers and stuff. He can actually aim to the retrograde and prograde node, I think. So that's really nice. But yeah, I still can't see what's fucking going on. You can't see what's going on. It's a complete clusterfuck, but unbelievably, it actually managed to work. The Grumpage class was very, very successful in achieving orbit, and apologies for the rather short catch-up episode, but I'm super, super happy with this normal series. I feel completely liberated from fucking up. That is something which I do often, and I am very, very glad that I no longer have to worry about that. But hey-ho, we got a lot of cash, we got a lot of reputation, and we got a heck of a lot of science going into the next episode. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.